About 50% of landfill waste in this country comes from the construction and demolition sectors.
So when one man came up with an idea to reduce that number and save businesses money, he never thought it would also help a cyclone-affected community. Here's Lucas de Jong.
Volumes of water you'd never seen on your farm before?
Never like that. 4, 5, 6 metres deep probably, eh?
It swept over everything in Willies Valley.
Bridges and culverts, but 7 or 8.
And how many survived?
None.
Now they're in the costly rebuild stage.
So these are going to go in that creek we've already had a look at.
And how much did it cost you?
Not a thing.
Not a thing?
Not a thing.
Wow.
So sheep and beef farmer loves a good perky like that, especially this year.
Fair enough. To explain why, we need to start here. All right, Pete, very quickly, give me the rundown. What's exactly in this area?
Oh, well, I've got a bit of all sorts.
But this is kind of how it works, right?
Yeah, wherever our jobs are, usually end up with a bit of a pile of bits and bobs, and sometimes through whether it be design changes or you can only order a certain amount at some stages, you end up with a bit of stuff left over at the end of the job.
That's why Ben invented Mutu.
Just like making a Trade Me listing, you just come in and click add.
Oh, yeah.
So what do we want to list first?
Let's go with the pipe.
So you tell us what it's made of, how much it costs, and how much it weighs.
It's about making a database for what you have.
Standardised pavers used on multiple jobs over and over again.
Often what's here is known by a few people and then forgotten about.
If nobody knows that it's here, of course they're just going to go and buy new every single time.
80% of what goes to yards ends up in landfill anyway because people just don't know about it.
In the right hands, a lot of the stuff has definitely got a lot of value. It's just about, trying to get it to those right hands, I suppose.
At Kalmar's Parnell site, space is at a premium. So Aloha uses Mutu to bring in exactly what he needs.
That toolbox they're sitting there. So it was on the Mutu.
So what, how would that get handed out before Mutu?
We have to send it on an email, and then CC, they're all user, all Kalmar.
Everyone? You'd send one email going, anyone got a toolbox?
Yes.
Yeah, and hope for the best.
And then hope for the best, yes.
Historically, you might have to call around or jump in your ute and drive to your yard to see what exists. This just makes it really easy, straight from site, 30 seconds you can see what exists.
But he loves it for another reason as well.
They don't need any order number. They don't need anything to go through the QS.
No extra paperwork is what you're telling me.
Yeah, and that's the main thing.
Kalmar now hold our record actually, so they paid back a year's subscription on Mutu in 23 days. And so they're the ones to beat at the moment. Data is a really important part of the fight in terms of making Aotearoa more sustainable. And by reporting on these outcomes, we can really show people the impact they're having.
You guys are our first 100-tonne company, so
100-tonner.
you've redirected more than 100 tonnes of waste from landfill.
Again, it's businesses where there's not visibility between teams about what people have. So if you think about furniture, think about science equipment, you think about anything like that where teams who are going away and procuring things new potentially know that other stuff exists in the business somewhere, that's where the app can be really, really valuable.
One man's trash is another man's farm access, which brings us back to the culverts.
Inevitably, you end up with a few spare that we can't use for various reasons, little cracks or chips here and there, and that won't pass our spec.
Ben and Hickbros use the app to quickly find 70 tonnes of yarded culverts.
So we loaded up our big transporter truck and sent a couple of pretty big loads down to there.
In Parangahau, the locals couldn't believe their luck.
Like, the value to these culverts is so good. We were very thankful for the opportunity.
It's a little bit of a bespoke approach for us, but it still means that we can have big impact, keep that waste out of landfill and do some good for the community at the same time.
And there's always a need for more.
Probably got about 20% of what our capacity would be to use.
Well, Ben and the Mutu team have asked me to tell you that there's another 20 tonne of culverts coming your way.
That is awesome.
So I think you're sitting on about 1. There's another 20.
I was mentally doing the maths as you said that, and I was thinking, that's epic. I think we'll have some very happy farmers.
From Auckland to Hawke's Bay, immense value in the right hands.